Hi everyone. So, I'm always like, where am I meant to be looking here when I put the phone like that? Anyway, I think I've angled it funny. Right, so I'm planning on, well, I am going to do the, wait a minute, should have fixed the position. Don't know what's doing there. Yeah, I'm going to be doing the getting back to all the signs for the new moon. I do that once a month if you're new around here. So I'm going to be doing that in about an hour from now. It's 5 to 7 my time as I'm filming this. So this is just going to be therapy Thursday. Oh God, Twinflame therapy, not therapy Thursday. That is something that I used to do, and I do still do it now and again. When I think basically it's because it wants to come back. I'm going to be doing therapy Thursday again, which is basically, it's not really too different from the live streams that I do anyway. It's just it's on a Thursday, and yeah, but I might make more of do a wee bit more with it. Maybe get some people on and stuff. So again, I think I might be doing that Gemini season. That's when it's, you know, more socialising. Yeah, so let's just see what comes up. So I'll do a mixture of like past life stuff, because I usually like to do something past lifey on a Sunday, but I got a bit rusty with that, and I was kind of just quickly doing the ones for the weekend. I didn't even do I normally do the shamanic ones for the Saturday. I didn't get around to do that, and I'm not going to bother, so we missed one. Oh well. So yeah, new moon in Taurus tonight. So we're still in the dark moon right now because it's not exact, but that's like, again, round about when I start. I think it's about 8:30 my time. It's the exact new moon. So I want to get these. I want to start now so I can get these done. So I'm going to aim to do at least half of them. I've already done one, so as long as I can get 5 done. But I think I'll get more than 5 done. But if I've done 5 and I feel tired, I'll stop, and then I'll do the other half tomorrow. So, but don't worry, I'll get a good lie in. I'll sleep till, I don't know, late morning, lunchtime or something. It depends when I want to get up, and then I'll start again late afternoon, tea time, maybe even night. So, right, what's the thing? But yeah, basically, this is a wee warning. I'll try and not make this too long, and then hopefully I'll get this out to, you know, but again, see if I don't, I don't. As long as I say that, and then the time it all uploads and that, I'm already live. But basically I'll be hopping. This is just for people that are new. Other people have surely seen me do this because I do it once a month. But I jump on and off doing live streams, doing each of the signs. And also the important thing is, I don't do it the way other people, I don't do anything the way other people do it. I don't like to be a cookie cutter kind of person, if you hadn't noticed. But when I'm doing like, so for instance, I done Virgo, but that was everybody's 6th house and wherever the Virgo is in your chart, because we've all got the energy somewhere, even if we've not got planets. So it was all stuff to do with healing, and it was definitely, again, I haven't watched that back yet. I've watched the other one, and there was loads of gems in that. So again, because it's just me channeling through, but there was powerful bits in that. I've clipped quite a lot, so I've even clipped bits and I haven't shared them because I thought I was finding too many. So, but yeah, I haven't watched that one back. But I remember I'd spoke quite a lot about my own dark night of the soul, stuff to do with healers, and I was mentioning healer, and then the card healer came out. So I do remember that much. And 6th house is about healing. So that's what I mean. So say, for instance, when I do Aries, it's going to be all about your body, all about taking action, all about passion, desire, anger as well. Very, you know, so that's very important with this new moon, because we've got the Mars-Pluto opposition. You know, it's at the max. Like, the astrology is basically at the max right now. The Lord will keep you from all harm. He will watch over your life, Psalms 121:7. And the faithful love of the Lord never ends. His mercies never cease. So Lamentations 3:22, so 22nd of March can be significant there too. Oh, that's one of my bestest birthdays. Right, so let's just go on with this. So what's a block? What is a block that somebody watching this might have? So again, there's going to be a flavour of this being the new moon, as in I'm just going to use my moonology cards, but again, like as always, this might be yours, it might not. Bits of it might make sense, none of it might make sense. I'm just the messenger. So what have we got for the feminine, who could be male or female, and this can make sense of loads of different people, not just a couple of people. Too busy. So you could be now that's so Sorry, that's so funny. Because it's like, I just spoke about Virgo, and that's the only sign that I've done. And it was so, I wasn't surprised when that was the one that we were meant to do, because it's like, Virgo is about being too busy, like busy, 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 work, 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 that kind of thing. So I feel there's an element of that coming into this, and I'm laughing again because it's like I'm working on a Sunday. Do you know what I mean? But if you're new around here, or even if you're not new, typically I don't work Saturday, Sundays. I basically don't work Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, or Monday during the day, and then I do stuff at night on the Monday. But I used to even not do stuff at night on the Monday. It's the last few months, it just felt really strongly in my spirit to do Mediumship Monday live, and I've loved it. So, and it feels like lots of you have loved it as well. So, just because we had such a long time when I wasn't doing lives as well, like even just over the past couple of years, there was 1 year I didn't really do much, or for most of it. So I know that's not been for a while, but it's just I've been like doing it 555, big changes. But yeah, I really do feel if you're the divine feminine, male or female, you could have a tendency to like overwork. So you might overwork and then you burn out, or you just really love your work, so it's kind of hard to kind of draw the line. You use being busy as an excuse not to date. You must make time for a partner. So again, I feel that this, whether you see this as a block that you had in the past, or you could still be there now, again, be honest with yourself, but it's kind of like this could be a warning as well, as to make sure that you do have time in your life for somebody, whether it's like, who your twin flame is or not, or again, you could just be a random watching this and you're not in the twin flame journey. Do you have time for a love interest to come in? Or do you just occupy all your time with work, work, work? Do you know what I mean? And again, I know people will be thinking, or they'll actually say, well, Claire, is that not you? You're always fucking doing something. It's like, no, I plan it out so that, like I said, I'm filming a few tonight, so that I've got them to release later on in the week, so I don't need to film that day. But that's because I'm going to sit and film all the live streams too. So like, for instance, Tuesday is usually my busiest work day, but not this week, because I'll be doing them tonight, and then I feel I'm definitely going to have to stop. Well, definitely, I might have to stop somewhere, and then I'll do the rest tomorrow. So I'm going to be knackered on Tuesday. I'm going to be resting my voice, and just sit about watching films and stuff like that. And then I've got like one client, like 5 on Wednesday. So again, for me, I'll get my weekend back Tuesday, Wednesday kind of thing, you know what I mean? So that's how I operate. And mine's is very sporadic, very spontaneous, but that's what works for my work schedule, for me, for my clients, blah, blah, blah. You get what I mean? So how do you navigate it? That's very new earth, what I described. But yeah, just make sure you're not too busy. But like I've always, if we're homing in on the twin flame journey, I've said many a time throughout the videos and the live streams, every single person I work with understands that should somebody in my life want to have a conversation, and not just somebody, I think we know who, everything else gets dropped. And I don't mean in a kind of like I don't mean in a not professional way. I mean, if I don't know, there should be some sort of contact that's made, and I'm in the middle of something, you know what I mean? Whoever it is would understand, because everybody I work with is really, but I just don't, I can't sort of put my life on hold for the moment that happens, do you know what I mean? If it ever does, guys, we've got to be humble. So anyway, moving on. But yeah, so I'm just laughing about it because I'm just really open that I've said that before, that it was said to me years ago to make sure that I wasn't so busy that love couldn't come into my life or something. And it's kind of like, well, I'm not, you know what I mean? There's plenty of opportunities for love to come in my life, and it doesn't. So, well, not from who I want it from anyway. But anyway, so what have we got? So again, you could be being a bit, pessimistic, because the way I'm saying it isn't very, but you know what I mean? But again, it's just because I'm tired, and it's just that I'm channeling the energy. But it is just that kind of way where you've got to live in the moment and keep living your life, because things can happen whenever. And also, it's to keep it real, you know what I mean? It's like, you just don't know when any of this can ever happen, if it ever does. But I happen to feel on the, see what I mean? That's really creepy, isn't it? But on the twin flame journey, again, I'm a strong believer of, but this is the thing, both people have to be working on themselves. So provided you are healing yourself and your twin flame is healing themselves, when it is the right time, you will come together. But look how that has really creeped me out, that I thought, God, that doesn't sound like me, the way I'm saying it. And it's because it wasn't me, fated to be alone. So we've got a divine feminine, male or female, that's, you could be just busy doing a lot of work, and you've got a divine masculine that feels like they're fated to be alone. But notice how this energy could be in both of you. Oh my god, now I really want to burst out laughing. I saw clairvoyantly I was going to be saying this, but I thought it was going to be on one of the live streams, but I might still say it on one of the live streams. But oh, that is just so funny. She's so psychic, right? So my weeest niece was here today, right? She's just turned 5, like a few months ago, and she's just, yeah, she's hilarious, right? We've got the same Venus and Aries at the exact same degree, so we're quite funny. Even to listen to us having a conversation is quite funny. So it's a shame people miss out when we're on our own. It's like, but it's quite funny the conversations we have. But yeah, she just, like, she said it like the last time I saw her too, but she's like, she's because she's getting older and she's just she notices things like me. And she was like, she's like, you're alone. Like, I was like, yes. And what she means is like, you're alone quite a lot. And I was like, yeah. And she was like, and I was just kind of like, the thing is, so I said, when I want to be with people, I am. I said, but like, it's things like I said, I'll go like walks with like my friend and her dog, or like I'll go for like a cup of coffee or tea, except I'm not drinking coffee right now, but you know what I mean? I was like, it's not really like you play with your friends in the playground kind of thing. I said, and I don't really like big groups of friends and stuff like that. And and then she was like, she was just saying all this other stuff, but she was just kind of like, and I said, you know, some people like being around a lot of people, and that's what they like to do, right? I'd change what I'd say, recharges them or whatever if you're an adult. I said, and other people, I said, they don't really like being around lots of people, and they really like being themselves. I said, and I'm that person. And she was like, and what did she either said that's weird, or she said something like that. And again, she could do this, and I was just kind of like, I mean, well, it's just different. I said, you know what I mean, and it is different. I said, but that's me. I said, but when I really like somebody, I do like spending time with, like, but usually just with one person. I was like you. And it was just funny, but it was more just like, she always homes in on the fact that I'm alone. And then she said, why are you alone? And I was like, I'm not fucking getting into that one, right? She's only 5. And so I was like, I said, well, there's good things about being alone. And she was like what? And I says, well, nobody gets to tell me what to do. I said, and even if I did have a man, they wouldn't tell me what to do. And it was just kind of like, so yeah, it was just quite funny though. But you see how it's sort of coming into it. You gave up on love because you think you're meant to be alone. It's not true. So yeah, so that's the thumbnail. So yeah, so but again, that's just crazy. Because look, the other thing that happens every now and again is because she finally was given Mary. So, sorry, that was cards fell on the ground. So again, there could be a tower moment. It wasn't quite a tower moment, but there are a lot of cards on the ground. She finally gave Mary some attention. So if you're not aware, Mary is a doll that I gave her that is like a fairy doll, Mary doll, fairy doll, and she gave her some attention. So yes, I was laughing about that. I was saying to one of you in the email there. But yeah, she's been playing with the wee Barbie things, and I noticed that she left the little high heel, which always reminds me of Cinderella, under the couch. So again, I feel there is something here about, you know, like Cinderella, kind of maybe like rags to riches. So it could be stuff to do with money, because this new moon in Taurus is about abundance, money. It doesn't always need to be money, but it's like something good happening. But also it could just be like, you know, things to do with midnight, or like a fairy tale love, or right in the middle of an ordinary life. Love gives you a fairy tale. Whatever you know, thing with that, but I'm just going to chuck that over there. So, but yeah. That's funny. I'm sure she said other mystical stuff. If it comes to me, Well, oh no, she was saying some other stuff, but yeah, she was saying some other stuff, creeping me out a little bit, but I'll just keep that stuff to myself. Right, so it's just how specific she is that's quite funny. So, right, find a balance, full moon in Libra, reveal what needs to be seen, last quarter moon in Scorpio. Right, so I feel what we've got here is, like, I feel you've got 2 people. Oh, and there's a field of giant daisies too. So remember, daisy is a special sign for me, but daisy is about simplifying your life in my flibber deck, which I'm going to be using throughout all the signs. I don't know who'll use it in this. It's kind of buried, but I might if I feel guided to. So, but I feel this is about the two people. I'm going to say it like it's two people, but groups of twin flames that both of you are like revealing what needs to be seen. Like you're not running away from what your shadow work is or what you need to integrate with your shadow. And you're striking a balance, or you're guided to strike a balance between this, revealing what needs to be seen and then adjusting accordingly. Like, I feel like there's been some kind of imbalance. So for instance, it feels like there could have been a lot of emphasis on like work and getting your coin and like, or just like, you just love your work kind of thing. And now maybe it needs to be balanced out with like a little bit more play, a little bit more love life. Just giving, you receiving back where you deserve rather than giving out. And especially because Libra is about partnership. So I feel that is the strongest theme I'm feeling here. And then we've got to show the world the real you. And I feel it could be the more that you get in touch with yourself. I feel I might be talking to the masculine here, that would fit. It kind of feels like with what I pick up on all the time. I feel if you're the masculine energy, male or female, 1616, it could be a bit of tower moments going on, a huge changes going on. But you're seeing more of who you are. And therefore, again, I feel you're starting to see very clearly who your divine feminine is, or perhaps things that you couldn't see were similar before. You're like, wow, shit, we're like really similar. I can feel somebody sort of saying that to themselves, and the answers you need are coming, Gemini. So I feel this is about somebody, if you're the feminine, and look how I went like that too, even that feels like, look, have faith, because I moved and it's like, I feel the answers you need are coming. I was going to say Gemini, you might be Gemini, but like, the third house, Gemini kind of energy, it's like, I feel there's communication coming from someone where this is all going on. So, right, I'm just going to get that deck. So, yeah, because we don't need to make this really, really long, because I feel that's the bulk of it. What have we got for the divine feminine, the masculine's feelings? Wise soul, your soul carries ancient wisdom. Please embrace it as you've knowledge to help those around you. Yeah, so notice how I spoke about healer and stuff at the start. Like, so if you haven't watched Virgo, you might want to watch the Virgo one, because like I said, it's about 6th house energy. So it'll be all about your everyday life, your work. If you don't work, just what you do every day, healing, what healing you might need if you are a healer, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. But I feel you could be some type of healer, or, you could be somebody that gives good advice, or, it feels like, and it feels like you encourage other people to take care of themselves, like self-love kind of energy. Yeah, look, oh my God, what the fuck? You're a spiritual teacher. Share your wisdom with others. You're born to teach. So yeah, I was feeling that. Again, it's like they've not kind of, I mean, I'm resonating with that too. It's like, you could do very similar to me. You could be a divine feminine teacher, a divine feminine guide, or, you're in some kind of teaching role where you know a lot about a topic and you're sharing it with others. That could even just be in the staff room at your work. You know a lot about X, Y, and Z and you're sharing it. But there's something here about you're a wise soul, and you either are here to help others or you already do. So that's lovely. And that's the masculine's feelings too, remember. So that's not just the divine feminine. So of all the people that resonate with this, and masculine energy and the divine feminine's masculine side, wow, look, yeah, wow, oh my God. Sorry, these cards are really talking. They just leapt out and it totally fits with what I'm feeling. Communicate with your angels. You have the ability to connect with the beings of love who surround you. Communicate with your angels and deliver their healing messages to others. So this message feels really important. It feels like I'm picking up on the groups of twins that you already work with your partner. And like I've said before, you don't need to be like healers, or you don't need to be like teachers. You could have a business doing something completely random, practical, but it's providing a service for others. Because what I didn't say as well is Virgo's about service to others. Although this isn't for Virgo, I just keep talking about Virgo for some reason. But I feel it's just because I felt all the healing energy. Again, this feels heavily influenced by Mary Magdalene and Jesus, because like I said, that's like the energy that encompasses everything that I put out. But it feels like the people that are going to connect with this, like you're the same for you personally. So it's not everyone, so you'll know if it's you. But I feel the masculine energies that resonate with this, you've got loads of downloads and ideas that are coming in about being a healer with your feminine, or like I said, you already do it. Your new idea is divinely guided and is meant to be shared with others. Continue to work on it as you're on the right path. That includes if you're on your own right now and you either don't know who your divine feminine is, but you know you're going to come into contact with them because you're doing the work on you and they're doing the work on them, and then you'll bump into each other in divine timing. Or it's like you already know who that is, and it's like it's just the divine timing hasn't come about. So yeah, there's a lot about some things needing to be shared with others at some point. Family harmony. Your loved ones form a strong pillar of support. Embrace their love and put past issues behind you. So I've had these cards, like I said, it's 15 years or something like that, a long time. They're not, you can't buy these anymore unless you found them on eBay and they bring a lot of money. But basically, I don't even think they've done the knockoff ones of these. So that's how unique these are. I've never seen like cheapy fake ones of these. You know what I mean? These are the real deal. So again, I feel there's something about you've met the real deal. You know who your true twin flame is. There's no doubt about it for the people that resonate with this, or you're gonna, because a karmic cycle is completing because it's about to reach 21 minutes. But I feel, what I was going to say is this card for me has always indicated that there's been some kind of issues with family. Now, but this does say embrace their love and put past issues behind you. So I feel this is a special message that if you are having difficulty with family right now, that at some point in the near future or somewhere further down the line, I feel things will be resolved and you will sort it out. So it might just be something that like there's a bit of turbulence just now with the changes that you're going through in your life. But when you let the dust settle, you know, create some boundaries for you to change and heal. And this feels like changes with twin flames and dynamics and the shake-up they can do, but I feel there will be some kind of resolution further down the line. So again, whoever that makes sense to, it's just coming through very strongly. And right, so what is going to happen next here in the divine feminine's life? Patience and planning. And so that's very clear here. I feel you've put a lot of patience and planning, and basically I feel you've just like invested in your own life, but you knew there was the pillar of support going to come into your life. Like I'm seeing this as like twin flames. Like you knew that there was a twin flame coming in your life at some point. So I feel you know who your twin flame is. And if there might be some people that you didn't, but I feel you know who they are, and you knew they were going to come and be a pillar of support at some point. And you're going to be, if you're not already out of hermit mode, you're going to be pulled out quite soon. And I feel it's time. I feel you've spent quite a while in hermit mode. So I can see how that fits as well with what I just said about my niece. It's like, you know, you could be more sociable soon for some reason. It's right. And even that doesn't need to mean like, oh, you suddenly change personalities. It could just be like some of you are actually going to be spending time with your twin flame, and you're not going to stay in the house all the time. You're going to go out and do stuff with them. So Jimmy, it doesn't need to be you're around loads of people, but it's something like that. So the masculine, yeah, wow, because they've been, look, that's the wounded warrior card. The masculine has been being put through huge shamanic initiations, I would say. Spiritual strength. The masculine's been a wounded warrior. They've actually pulled out reverse. I feel they're putting behind some kind of wounded warrior energy. Putting behind some kind of defensive energy. Putting behind, I feel this masculine energy could have been getting their shit together, like financially, or coming back from a hard time emotionally, or maybe a mixture of it all, because we've got financial material changes. That's the 5 of Pentacles, but that was in reverse. So yeah, somebody's basically getting themselves back together after a hard time. So however that is, emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, it might be all of it, because that's spiritual strength. Moving on, yeah, 6 of Swords. So somebody's moving on. Wait a minute. Somebody's moving on. This feels like, again, this Pluto and Aquarius opposite Mars and Leo, the huge, you know, changes that are going on right now for people. And of course with the new moon in Taurus tonight bringing in, do you know, this feels like, again, like it could really resonate for people that have got like your 7th house of relationships, because that can be like twin flame unions, but that can also be like karmic relationships. So like with not just romantic, family, friends, like it can be like breakdowns with karmic people and like reunions and unions with twin flames. So if you've got it in the 7th house, especially because Uranus is in Taurus too, it could be all shocking, surprising, unpredictable the way things come together, especially around tomorrow on the Monday, because again, now I'm a bit baffled, right? But there was somebody I watched, and like they shared a clip of like but I haven't seen it anywhere else. I'm like, what the fuck? The dollar's like now, like within a month or something, it's not going to be the dollar, and it's going to already be a new currency. And now I've been, I mean, loads of people have, but I've been protecting that. Like, so every time basically the moon conjunct Uranus and Taurus, I basically always say that there's going to be some kind of shake up with like Bitcoin, crypto money or something. So there you go. If that actually has happened, because I'm just a bit confused. I saw somebody saying that, and then I haven't seen it anywhere else. So I'm like, I haven't really looked, to be honest. Like, I've tried to not really be on my YouTube too much, because like I say to other people, it's like, you know, I do YouTube, so I don't want to be, I do love watching it too, but I've just watching a lot of films and stuff over the weekend too. But yeah, I don't know. But anyway, that's new beginning. Yeah, there's we'll go look new beginnings with the currency anyway. But like this masculine's ready for a new beginning. And prosperity begins, yeah, and that's Ace of Pentacles. That sounds like magical. Yeah, maybe this magician is ready for a new beginning. It's like in a new karmic cycle, the world. And I meant to say, when I saw a 7 on one of the cards, 7 years could be significant. I'd say 7, 8 years could be significant. Success and growth. I feel somebody's like, somebody could have been working like towards a plan for that long. You know, whatever this plan is, like you could have been building up your finances for 7, 8 years or something. Again, it can be longer than that too, but I don't know, there's something like that too. So, like I said, I'm not going to bother watching this one. I'm just going to put it out. Yeah, because by the time I finish this, right, what does the masculine want to say? I'm sorry. I'm sorry I wasn't there when you needed me. I wanted to be, but I was afraid of letting you down. I never know whether to smile with that one. It's a bit sad. You're perfect. You're perfect for me, just as you are. Don't ever change. That's interesting, because I don't think it was today. I think it was the other day, but that song by One Direction came on. Baby, I'm perfect. You're perfect for me. But actually, I think that one's more about like, if you like doing that, it's always, if you listen to the words, it's like, if you like doing this and you like doing that, and you're okay with the fact you're not going to get me this way, then you're perfect. You know what I mean? It's quite funny. It depends what way you want to take that. But yeah, the song that kept going off today as well, and I find it so creepy because I'd never heard this song before, but like I've heard it loads now, but like every time that song goes off on an alarm, it doesn't just go off once, it goes off quite a few times. And the thing is, like, you might be like, oh, that's what it's set to do. It's not. Like, usually it does one song and then it goes on to another. But whenever that song comes on, it comes on more than once, and it's called 18, and the words are really lovely, but it's like something like, I have loved you since we were 18, like before you felt the same, or something like that. So I always feel it like could be like a strong indication of something being like a young love or something. It might not be these exact ages, it might be a bit older, younger, whatever, but we've also got I'm still healing and I'm anxious. So, you know, if this is resonating, but you're kind of like, oh, I just feel like my person's like not really anywhere near, somebody could be healing anxiety or something like that, or just healing in general, you know what I mean? So take it as it resonates. You never know anyway, so do you know what I mean? Just let it go. What have we got for the feminine to the masculine? I will be your cheerleader every day. Oh my God, that's actually really quite nice of what I just said, isn't it? It's like, I feel when that's saying I'm anxious, it's like, I feel it's somebody has been around like not so supportive energies, and maybe worried they're going to get into something similar again, or just worried that, yeah, just not wanting to be that vulnerable because making a mistake in the past, which is understandable. So I think that I'll be your, although it's cheesy, I think I'll be your cheerleader every day. It's just basically support, isn't it? You will see a wow synchronicity about us today. Expect it. So that could have already happened by the time you watch this, or it's not yet to happen. Our spirit babies talk to me. I wonder if you see their signs too. So again, it doesn't come out all the time. It's got a wee rip in it as well. That could be symbolic of something. But like, yeah. So again, that's very specific too, because again, not everybody's of age for that. But just take it as it resonates. I will never reject you. That's your own fear. So when that one comes out like that, if you're the masculine, that would be like a fear of yours. We talk so much telepathically, it will feel so natural when you're really here. But I feel they're saying, like, when you tune in, you'll be able to feel that there's support there. People are so jealous around us. We have to protect the sacred union and have each other's back. Well, it doesn't surprise me. Always that one likes to come out a lot. And that, believe it or not, I really didn't write a lot like that. So it's not a good sign when it comes out. There's like 4, maybe 3, I think there's 3 or 4 like that. And there's a lot in that. You're the first person I think of when I wake up and the last person before I sleep. And I will never reject you. That's your own fear. It came out twice. So I feel I want to shuffle these one more time. I feel you. I've been feeling you close to me, especially at night. Can you feel me the way I'm feeling you? Or I usually say, can you feel me the way I'm feeling you? So, but it's like, I feel it is just like, that's what I feel. I want to keep saying I feel if this is for you, it'll hit you in the heart. You'll really feel it. Like, I feel you, it's really strong what you've been feeling at night. Like, you feel like they're right there. Like, to the masculine I'm talking, because feminines know it feels like that, you know what I mean? But it's like, I feel you're the masculine, it's almost been creeping you out. I've just picked, ooh, okay, right, okay, that's kind of, that's, if I always have the same reaction to this. So, yeah, I mean, that's the vibe. This is definitely going to be going on for at least some of you. She knows about us. How can she not? You're the one I want. I'm being careful. I have to do it the right way. I'm numb. When I feel dead inside, your love lights me up. I can breathe again. I mean, that combination together is somebody that's not happy if that's a romantic partner, or, you know, she knows could be a family member or a friend or something, you know what I mean? But, you know, it more feels like a romantic partner, doesn't it? It's kind of like, it can be exes too, by the way. It doesn't need to be present. So whatever, whoever it's for, it's not for everyone. You'll know. But it's somebody, basically, I'm numb, and, you know, it's somebody that's not happy. And again, they want to pop it. I'd finished using those cards. Let's just shuffle these. But that is then, like, you know what that's picking up on? I remember at the end of Virgo, me and Charlotte particularly started having a chat about Big Brother, because I was about to go, and then she mentioned she was watching. I was, oh my god, if I knew that, we'd been speaking about it the past 2 weeks. Because usually when I talk about Love Island, nobody's watching it, kind of thing. But I forgot Charlotte likes Big Brother too, and I'm sure some of the rest of you do. Definitely people that lurk do, but, you know, it's not people that talk. So, like, but basically, the long and short of it was, I'm not on TikTok and all that. I'm not on any of the other platforms, and I don't specifically look up Google either, right? Unless I'm guided to, and I did do it after that. But basically, after the final, but basically, the long and short of it was, I had said, oh, it was a bit awkward because she had a girlfriend at the time, but I'm like, they've fallen in love, you know. I've watched this I've watched Big Brother since I was 15. I've been watching fucking Love Island for nearly the last 10 years, like, something like that. Yeah, I think it is. It's just shy of that. I know when two people have fallen in love, you know what I mean? It's inconvenient, but they've fallen in love, and it seems very, like, 33 come at Jesus moment, and it seems, seems to be the case. It was making me laugh when she was getting asked in interviews, oh, when are you next seeing Chris? And it's like, oh, we're playing tennis on Sunday. I think tennis might be code words, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was kind of brutal, because I don't know, something made me Google to see, like, and literally that night that they came out the house, she dumped her girlfriend who'd flown all the way from Australia. Like, that's brutal, guys. Do you know what I'm saying? That's brutal. Let's just take a moment to empathise for the girlfriend, you know what I'm saying? But also at the same time, it's like, it's brutal, but it's also kinder in the long run, because the girlfriend could even see that. That's what, it's a shame, it is a shame. But clearly she's not gay, I just want to point that one out too. And that's what concerns me about, I don't want to going down that route, but, like, I support whatever gender everybody is, and whatever, like I always say, I love straight people, I love gay people. Whatever the hell you want to do in the bedroom, that's your business. I'm not interested. Do you know what I'm saying? Except if you do have problems in any of these areas, that I can help people with that, with the multitude of different healing I've got. Seriously, hypnotherapy and everything. So if you've got any sort of problems, women and men, and whatever kind of, whether it's hormones or other kind of stuff, just know that. But as well as, like, just people going through a sex shop, sexual awakening, because you could have had sex for years, but you've not been having good sex. I have been working on myself, just wanted to pop out there too. But you know what I mean? It's like, and when you reach that next level of sort of intimacy with yourself, here's another I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I hurt, you matter, I'm grateful, and I'm healing. They all just popped in as well. I hate the silence between us as much as you do, but it's where I do my deepest healing. So there's a lot about healing there. But yeah, the point is like, when you know what background she's come from, and I don't mean like, what I mean is what little I know of her, like she's from that world, and like she's been a child star as well. So who knows what kind of influences she's been around. The fact that she was mentioning Elton was enough for me to be like, red flag. And so it doesn't mean she's again, if I didn't know all of that, if I wasn't awakened to all of that, she knows that's love and spirit. She actually comes across as really lovely and genuine and quite a nice person, but I would say vulnerable, and she'll have definitely had her mind fucked with. So, and that's what I mean about when she came out as gay, I was kind of like, but is she though, or is it like, you know, something that she's experienced when she's younger has like confused her? I've seen this happen a lot with celebrities. I've just seen it a lot in life in general, and it's anyway. So. But all I'm saying, just practically, because if she's a lesbian, but she's fallen in love with a man, you know what I mean? But maybe, to be honest with you, maybe she is bi. I don't know. But anyway, good luck to them. It did look like they've genuinely fallen for each other. But again, prayers for Chris as well, because we don't want him getting pulled into all the weird shit. But right, so. Ascended masters, devoted spirits with specific intentions. But the whole point of that was, that is a karmic breakup, but that is pretty goddamn brutal, you know what I mean? But she was going to get, let's face it, sorry to be brutal here, she was going to get dumped either way, you know what I mean? But it was a bit harsh doing it that night, but I suppose cruel to be kind. Prophets and seers, decisions, predictive guidance. I feel the writing's on the wall, because look, they're when they make me talk about something like that, like when I was channeling all the stuff about Jezebel, and they were making me talk about Justin Bieber and what's her face, Hailey Bieber. It's like the writing's on the wall. Like, obviously she was going to dump that girl at some point because she's fallen in love. So maybe this is about the divine masculines that have fallen in love, and the writing's on the wall that that's going to come to an end at some point. Parent, child, family, with a family. Oh God. So you know what I mean? It's like, or it could be like divine masculine, male or females, that you've been going through family stuff, because the family card came up. But it could be that, you know, some people have got families with others, or, you know, it's yet wealth in reverse. Again, there could have been problems with monies already came up there too. Overworked. Oh my God. Wait a minute. I think I'll use that as a fun. Oh, where is it? What deck was it? I forgot even what deck it was. Oh, it's that one. Wait a minute. There's too many in that deck. But yeah, I think overworked, because it is that. So do you know what I mean? It's like, that's what self-doubt, feelings of inadequacy, fuck, that's come up in it too. That could be the anxiety. Oh no. And there is a mum and dad on that. So, right, again, they went like, it's Mars opposite Pluto, right? It's intense stuff here. But that card's very clear. It is somebody feeling shit about themselves, and there's two very grumpy looking, my stomach's rumbling. I had my tea before this, so two very grumpy looking older people. You see what I mean? Overseeing. Whatever that means to you. And it came out again, self-doubt. So yeah, I feel family have been an issue here, in adding to your feelings of not being good enough or not feeling worthy, creating anxiety in someone. Look, it's got a snake, a spider, an eagle. I feel you've went through a huge transformation to get past possibly like a black widow spider. Again, if you don't know, black widow spider, you don't typically get away from them, you know what I mean? But when I use that as an example, you can and you will. I have helped people get away from very difficult, challenging people like that. Eagles will help you get your, because basically I can provide support and healing and encourage you to do soul retrieval. At the end of the day, everyone has to make up their own minds what they stay in or what they don't stay in, whoever that is, an influence in your life. So the point is, you've got yourself out of it, so well done. Again, that's not for everyone, but unfortunately I know like literally too many male and females that will resonate with. I just saw the Dark Night of the Soul card, so could I just get one more for the feminine? I feel you are the feminine that chose the new earth, and this is somebody that's still in possibly in the Dark Night of Soul, or they're in the Matrix. They're living in a black and white world, and they're like craving the color. They're craving the lightness, the fun, the humor. I heard as well. Like you're shining your light if you're the feminine, and this masculine, the light is healing them. One of those cards actually said that. I didn't read all the words, but that one about thank you, I do need your love more than ever. It gives me hope. You know, your light gives me hope, or something like that. Right, the masculine. Honor your agreement, mission, and motion. Now, you could have this moon in Taurus, like in your 7th house, which is about like agreements, you know what I mean? Contracts, agreements. So, like I said, I normally say union too, but it can be about this stuff too. So, mission and motion. So, like it's a soul contract with a divine feminine. So, this was a divine masculine. So, yeah, a masculine. My God, guys, we found the thumbnail. The fucking overworked ones. Look at this. Divine masculine. Mission and motion, they want to honor their agreement with their divine feminine. So, yeah, that's an exciting one. We're dropping the mic on that, because you're either going through a spiritual awakening or you've just been through it. Shift or be shifted. And I think you're being shifted. Mars opposite Pluto is shifting you. That might be the she knows bit. Away from a false twin flame. Intense change. If I could hold them all up together, I would, because you crystal clearly see. But can you see as well how that can be like the false twin flame and that can be the true twin flame? Because I'm crystal clear visions, and I help people get crystal clear vision and awareness of who that is to them. And this says false twin flame, true twin flame. That would be a good thumbnail too. Again, yeah, I'll just upload this. But yeah, after someone's done a lot of healing, inner child soul retrieval, I think you're able to crystal clearly see who's who in your life. And then it's welcome home, mission accomplished. You've passed a test. So this isn't everyone, but that's my card where, look, there's one swan swimming home to the other swan with a crown on. It's like you've picked up your crown, whether you're a king or a queen, and you're swimming to your true twin flame, after a false twin flame. So that's really, that, again, I just want to stress, because that one inevitably will worry some people, right? But it's a general reading. That's just for people that would resonate with, and you would know. I think you would have already been feeling it or suspecting it, and that's just really hitting you. But you'd have to book a private reading to really sort of get all the signs about that. But yeah, that doesn't surprise me that they've pulled out a fucking whopper of a surprising one in this astrology. So don't shoot the messenger. But yes, I'll be available for sessions. I would normally say Tuesday to Friday, but it won't be Tuesday to Friday next week because I'll need to rest my voice Tuesday. I'll be around Thursday, Friday. Yeah, I'll say Thursday, Friday because I'm taking Tuesday, not taking all the Wednesday off. I've got a client on Wednesday though, so I think I'll be available Thursday, Friday. But you can just email. But yeah, I'm going to end this one here. So yeah, I might get this up before I go live. I'll probably go live about 8:30 rather than 8. But yeah, see you when I see you.